Hello everyone, this is Dr. Diptesh Patel and I'll be teaching you jet propulsion and aircraft engineering. Today in this video lecture we are going to see a lecture 4 of solid and liquid propulsion system, and in this lecture we are going to cover various methods of determining the burning rate. Now, as we have discussed in previous lecture, that burning rate is a very important factor on the performance of rocket motors or engine, and the overall performance or the thrust is greatly depends on the burning rate. It is inevitable to determine the burning rate of any system. So here we are going to see various methods to determine the burning rate. Let's start with the first one, which is Crawford bomb method. Now, this technique was developed by Crawford and co-worker in 1947. In this method, the fuse wires are embedded through the propellant strand by accurately measured distance, as you can see in diagram. The propellant strands having diameter of 3 mm are inhibited to exhibit only and burning. The inhibition is carried out by dipping the propellant strand into inhibiting material consists of epoxy resin, epoxy hardener, diluent, and antimony oxide. After this, the inhibited strand hangs in air for curing. Once it gets cured, it is placed inside the instrument. Now, the fuse wires are connected to an electronic timer and the strand is mounted in a closed chamber pressurized by an inert gas like nitrogen, as you can see in the diagram. The desired constant pressure in the bomb is maintained during combustion by use of a large surge tank of inert gas. The propellant is ignited at the top by means of a hot wire, and the burning rate is calculated from the distance between the wires and the elapsed burning time between the fuse wire. This is one of the most commonly used method to determine the burning rate of an engine. Next one is a closed vessel technique. Now in this technique we are going to use a closed vessels where the combustion takes place inside the combustion chamber and the variations of pressure is measured during the combustion process. So here in this method the pressure variation is measured against time. The pressure is allowed to build up, thereby accelerating the combustion. The pressure is recorded as a function of time. You can see there is a firing electrode, the firing block, which is connected with the combustion chamber, and after the combustion, acceleration of the combustions, there will be variations of the pressure which is recorded as a function of time, and then after the burning rate is calculated using the correlation. Next one is a ultrasonic measurement technique. In this technique, the burning chamber is called a closed bomb and contains the tested propellant sample having length of 35 mm and diameter of 30 mm, which is attached to a coupling material, as you can see in the slide. An ultrasonic transducer is attached to the coupling material, which emits a mechanical wave that travels through the tested material and is reflected at the burning surface and return back to the transducer. Burning rate can be measured by time required to travel through propellant sample by mechanical wave. Then next one is a microwave technique. Microwave technique is based on microwave reflection interferometry. In this method, a propellant sample having length of 8 to 9 mm and diameter 8 mm is bounded in a circular tube that is shown in the figure. The circular tube is known as a propellant filled waveguide and linked to a burner chamber pressurized with nitrogen by an oscillatory pressurization system. The microwave signals propagate through the propellant strand and are reflected from the propellant burning surface. The phase shift is the reflected signal is continuously measured, and from this shift the burning rate of the propellant sample is obtained. Let's go through the next technique, which is laser technique. In this method, laser is used as a light source which is projected across the propellant's top surface and focused on a photocell through a regulator. Now, this is a kind of visual technique. The photocell detects a laser beam passing through the propellant strand, and the cross section of the laser beam is regulated via the regulator. The laser energy signals are converted to voltage and further passed through an amplifier followed by a light beam oscilloscope. So you can see the diagram here. You can see the laser light which is falling on the propellant strand. After the combustions of the propellant strands, the laser beams which is falling on the propeller strands are going through the regulator and photosol, where the laser beam is passed to the amplifier, where the beam is amplified and then it is recorded to calculate the burning rate. The burning rate is calculated using the correlations. This is also one of the commonly used techniques to measure the burning rate of propellant strand. Then after, the next one is a chimney strand burner. It is also a optical technique to measure the burning rate of propeller strand. In this method, the strand burner with a gas flow system is called a chimney type of strand burner is used. It consists of a chamber with 4 quartz windows mounted on the side of the chamber wall. The nitrogen gas is passed through the base of the chamber and the flow rate is adjusted by changing the size of orifice, as you can see on the left hand side of the figure. The orifice is mounted on the top of the burner. Photographs of the combustion wave structure in the gas phase are obtained using a high-speed video camera which is recording in the recorder. The propeller stand is kept inside the chamber and it is ignited with the heat wire. The photographs of the combustion wave structure in the gas flow is available with the video camera and that is recorded for the purpose to calculate the overall burning rate. The propellant strand is illuminated by xenon lamp in order to observe the burning surface. The micro photographs of the burning surface are obtained by a micro telescope mounted on high speed video camera. So the overall burning rate can be calculated by optimal techniques, and it is recorded with the high speed video camera. Okay, that's all at the moment. If you have any doubt, you can write down in the comment box. Thank you very much.